Jai Shri Gurudev. Welcome to the class. Observe this India map. What it shows? Yes, India is divided into 4 divisions. Name the divisions. So the first one, Northern Plain. Second one, Indo-Gangetic Plain. Third one, Deccan Plateau. Fourth one, Coastal Plains. What are called these? Yes, these are called physiographic division. So today we are learned about geography second lesson, physiographic divisions of Karnataka. Introduction. Karnataka situated in the southern part of India in the western central area of the peninsula. Peninsula means India surrounded by water from 3 sides. In west, Arabian Sea, in east, Bay of Bengal, in south, Indian Ocean. So, Karnataka also one of the part of peninsular India. Its southern part consists of undulating photography, means it has uneven surface with many ups and downs like hills, ridges, etc. At the same, northern part is a vast plain. On the basis of structure and relief, Karnataka can be divided into 3 important physical divisions. The first one, the coastal plain. Second one, the Malnad region. Third one, the Maidan region. There is a great contrast between the coastal area and Malnad region. The land slopes slightly towards the east and steeply towards the west. This is traversed by many ridges with valley and gorges. Most of the area of the state is 450 to 900 meters above sea level. Some area are more than 1800 meters above sea level. Example, Malnad region like Mullayanagiri, Kudremukha are the above 1800 meters sea level. So the first one, the coastal plain. One of the important physical divisions of Karnataka is coastal plain. In 1956, the states were reorganized on the basis of language. Kannada speaking people spread into Bombay, Hyderabad, Madras and Kodagu provinces. These provinces were brought together. So, Karnataka acquired sea coast and coastal plains as parts of its territory. The coastal plains lies between the Arabian Sea and Malnad region. The coastal extended to 320 kilometers from Mangalore in the south to Karwar in the north. The coastal width varies from 12 to 64 kilometers. It is broad in the south and becoming narrow towards the north. Its height is more than 200 meters above sea level. The coastal plains also called Kenara or Karnataka coastline. Kenara. So the Kenara district was a part of Madras presidency during the British rule. Locally, the local people called Kenara district as Tulunadu. Kenara district bifurcated into the North Kenara and South Kenara in 1859. After independence, North and South Kenara were renamed Uttara Kannada and Dakshina Kannada. In 1997, Udupi district was carved out of the bigger Dakshina Kannada district. At present, Uttara Kannada, Udupi, Dakshina Kannada are coastal districts of Karnataka. Many fast flowing rivers cut through the coastal area is formed by sea erosions. Netravati, Kali, Sharavati, Gangavali, Beti rivers. The rivers have formed estuaries. Estuaries means the tidal mouth of a river broadening into the sea. There are no deltas in this area. So the difference between estuaries and deltas. Deltas means the fan shaped or triangle shaped low lying area of deposit at a river mouth. So the differences between estuaries and also deltas. When the river joining the ocean or seas, the deltas look like a triangle in the river mouth, but estuaries look like a down in the ups and down in the river mouth. Next, ports, the ports of Karnataka. There are many ports along the coastline. Among them, New Mangaluru, Bhatkala, Malpe, Karwara, Kumta, Bhelekere and Vannavara. These are the fishing ports. In these ports, New Mangaluru is the major ports in Karnataka. The New Mangaluru also called a gateway of Karnataka. The next one, beaches. Many beautiful beaches are formed along the sea coast. So these attract the tourists. The important beaches are Panambur, Hullala, Someshwara beaches near Mangalore, Malpe near Udupi, Karwara, Murdeshwara near Honnavara, Maravante and Om beaches. In these beaches, Om beach and also a Murdeshwara beach, important beaches. Highlands. There are some small highlands located near the sea coast. Among them, St. Mary Highland. This highland also called Coconut Highland. The next, this is also referred to locally as Tonsepar, means St. Mary Highland refers locally as Tonsepar. The next highland, Netrani Highland. Netrani Highland near Murdeshwara. It has plenty of fission. So it is known as Fission Highland. Another islands are Hansa near Karwara, Devagad, Kanjigudda highlands are notable highlands. The next, occupation. The main occupation of the people near coast is fishing. The fishing is the main occupation of the people. After the fishing, agriculture also have one of the important occupation of the coastal people. The next, crops. Crops like cashew, coconut, arecanut, cardamom and paddy are growing here. The next, coastal districts. Uttara Kannada, Udupi, Dakshina Kannada. So the coastal districts of Karnataka, mainly 3 coastal districts. One is Uttara Kannada district, second one Udupi, third one Dakshina Kannada. Already I told before 1997 only 2 coastal districts, Uttara Kannada and Dakshina Kannada. In 1997, Dakshina Kannada split into 2. One is Udupi district, another one is Dakshina Kannada districts. So next, take a homework. Name the physical divisions of Karnataka. The first question, name the physical divisions of Karnataka. The second one, write a note on coastal region of Karnataka. Write a note on coastal regions of Karnataka. Third one, list out the important ports of Karnataka. List out the important ports of Karnataka. Last one, draw an outline map of Karnataka and mention the coastal districts of Karnataka. So, These are the O mark. Thank you.